Gloria Steinem said that law and justice are not always the same, and particularly for those who are vulnerable, particularly for those who, it's trite, but we say don't have a voice.
Judge Cindy Lederman has dedicated her life's work to helping children who would otherwise have no one else in their corner. During her quarter century in the Miami-Dade Juvenile Court system, she was the innovator who brought science and research into the courtroom to better understand all the ways in which children can be helped.
Early on, Judge Lederman was the one who understood that if you're not testing what you're doing and you're not looking at science, you really don't know if something works at all.
Through her work with the National Research Council and Institute of Medicine at the National Academy of Sciences, Judge Lederman learned to approach her decisions from the bench in a more empirical way.
I realized that we need to start asking questions like, how do you know these things work? There's so much social science that is essential for us to make better decisions, because law's the easy part. It's well-being, it's best interests, it's healing, it's rehabilitation. And how can we do that just with the law?
To support the marriage of science and law, Judge Lederman founded Research and Reform for Children in the Court, an organization that today serves as a resource to the entire child welfare system. She also works closely with university educators and child welfare experts, making her courtroom a national model for groundbreaking programs.
It's easy to remove a child, but it's much tougher to reform a family. And I think what Judge Lederman does is bring the knowledge of the need of that child, and if she can work with the family, she does that to make it happen.
She is a tenacious seeker of knowledge, and she emits a practice model that is about understanding the families and the children that come before her every day.
Thanks to a fellowship from 0 to 3, a great deal of her effort is focused on helping babies and educating their parents to help break the intergenerational cycle of child abuse. She pioneered the concept of baby courts and has co-authored books and created training programs to teach other judges to do the same.
When I have a teenager who comes in who's running away and using drugs, and I don't think there's a science about how to help them. We just do the best we can. But babies, completely different situation. We know a qualified, quality, accredited child welfare early intervention program will help them. And these are the children who have the greatest chance of overcoming the traumas and the neglect and to lead productive lives.
To accomplish this goal, she relies on the concept of parent-child psychotherapy, a treatment protocol for trauma-exposed children from birth to 5 years old that aims to support and strengthen the child-parent relationship.
We have increased the quality of our programs because our goal is not just to have them come into the system, close their case and walk away. The children don't deserve that. We need to try to solve what's wrong so that they don't come back in the system.
As part of her illustrious career, Judge Lederman was also instrumental in the creation and development of the Miami-Dade County Children's Courthouse, a project 15 years in the making.
We've had the most amazing architect who came here and spent time with us. He even said, what do you want this to feel like? What are these families like? I don't think there's a courthouse for children like this anywhere else.
She has touched and changed so many hundreds of lives. She's given so many children and families hope that she can leave the system, but her legacy in these families will live on from generation to generation.
Judge Lederman is the embodiment of what the David Lawrence Award was designed for. As a trailblazer, she has set the path for the rest of us to follow.